dressed for what was called second mourning, and that was the second out of about 3 stages of mourning that a woman could go through. Second mourning means that I'm not dressed entirely in black. I'm still wearing a white collar, and I have white trim in my bonnet, and I could also wear white trim on my dress as I wanted to as well. The first stage was called full mourning, and that was when a woman would wear entirely black, trimmed in black, everything was black, and she could wear a black veil if she wanted to. Then she progressed to second mourning, which is what I'm wearing right now, and finally was half mourning, where she could also add gray, and lavender was also considered a mourning color back then. Depending on the person you were mourning for, that dictated how long you mourned. The widow mourned the longest. She mourned for about 2.5 years, whereas a widower would only mourn for about 3 to 6 months. A man was expected to re-enter society pretty quickly, find a new wife, but a woman is expected to stay in mourning for her husband. A daughter or son might mourn their parents for about a year. Half of that in full mourning, half of that in half mourning. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I told you earlier. All of my clothing that I wear is hand sewn, although they did have sewing machines during the period. They weren't necessarily used en masse, so a lot of women still hand sewed their items, particularly finer items or things that they wanted to preserve for a long time would have been hand sewn. This dress is made out of wool, and wool is actually not as itchy as a lot of people think. It can actually be woven extremely fine to make it worn in summer. So they had a lot more different fibers back then than we have now. So not too hot, wool breathes really well, and it also keeps moisture out. So it's a very